Okay, so this is my conspiracy broadcasting network. I'm just going to vlog about today, which is March 6th, 2025. Went and decided to go to the gym in the morning times. I try to go as early as possible now. I left around 3:45, did some gym work, and tried to get home around 5. When I did that, the roads were relatively clear. And then on the way back, they made sure to intercept me on the way back. In this case, it was a couple red vehicles, and it was white SUVs again. So we're gonna look at that, and then I'm just gonna close out the vlog. This is the return trip I'm showing you here, coming out of the gym, and I just want to put this on here. And I'm driving, and right around here. So you seen right here, you pass this up. So you pass this car up right here. Watch this. Okay, there's your white SUV at the intersection, stopping the intersection. Okay. And you just passed that car. Remember, you passed that car, and then all of a sudden this guy's here. So this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Okay. So you came up to this intersection, passed. Remember, you just passed the car. This is the car you passed. That's the car you passed. Okay. That's the car you passed. All of a sudden, come to a stop. You got your white SUV. And here's your white SUV. Okay. So you decide that they're going to do this. And I slow down deliberately because I'm fed up with having to be abused. And they want me to drive the speed limit at that point and then drive side by side or behind it or whatever the whole time I'm driving down this road. So I don't even bother. I just let them go forward. And you talk to the police about this, they have no clue what you're talking about. Obviously, they're willing to arrest you, and then they're using coercive control, okay, to amp you up and abuse you. Okay, that was this morning. So I'm only spending a little bit of time today on it, but my evidence book here, I found out a bunch of information regarding how many times I've called the police prior to my arrest and whom I called and for what. Okay. Briefly go over that. So I moved here back in 2023 when I purchased the house in April. I found that my phone records actually don't reflect the full volume of how many times I've spoken to police in the departments. I have personally called Homewood at least 4 times and have showed up to their personal address at the 310 West Valley at least 1 time. I know for a fact, I would say 2. Okay. This was ranging in dates from 2023 through 2024, and then even after on the day of the 19th of my arrest. Birmingham police, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, over 10 calls. Okay, over 10 calls regarding activity of the same nature on the day that I was arrested. Vehicles following, stalking by tenants, things of that nature. Jefferson County, I called them and spoke to them regarding weapon pulled on me and cyber stalking. One of the cyber stalking complaints was 3 or 4 days after my arrest. They continued to abuse me after the arrest. I've spoken to Aaliyah in May of 24, in August of 24, in November of 24. And I called a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 times I've spoken to Alabama law enforcement agency regarding these concerns of the day that I was arrested. Okay, prior my arrest. Okay, I've spoken to them and asked to speak to them, left messages, and they still haven't gotten back to me. This is all validated by my phone records. I've spoken to the district attorney, Danny Carr, 2 times. One on May 2nd, 24, one on February 12th, 2024. I called 3 times on February 12th, 2024. Okay. So this doesn't include 911 calls because your phone won't record that. But I literally have, according to my records, 2 dozen. 2 dozen. Over 2 dozen concerns, right? Over 2 dozen. For some reason, my phone records are showing I've spoken to OSHA. I've spoken to the Office of EMS. I've made complaints about sexual harassment and battery at Jefferson State. I've made complaints and have on record with Lawson State harassment. I've got on record battery and harassment at Bass Pro Shops. I have subversion of the city, filing the affidavit of claim. I don't know what I'm going to be defending, quite honestly. I don't know what there is to defend. Oh well. But they're going to strike low. So be it.